Gold and Blue Dude here with you again with some potentially good news. This coming from the Voice of the Mountaineers, an article I saw. This is actually about Utah, but it could be good news for West Virginia and Vic Koenning, depending on how the investigation comes out. So, no, I don't have any updates about the investigation, but the defensive coordinator for Utah texted a racial slur back in 2013, and Utah stripped him of his head coach in waiting title and also significantly cut his pay. Now, what Koenning is accused of is of a lesser degree. So what we could see here is, you know, a pay cut. Also, the DC for Utah was put on probation. So Vic Koenning, if the investigation does find that he did do what is being accused of him, then he could get a pay cut and be put on probation. And then if he were to be accused of and found that he does it again, then he would be fired. So as long as this doesn't affect recruiting and, you know, it wasn't like super egregious and terrible, then, you know, we might be all set for the 2020 season with Vic Koenning coming back for the defense, and of course head coach Neil Brown manning the helm. So this is potential good news, and I got this off of the Voice of the Mountaineers. So we're going off an example that Utah is giving, and also, you know, this is going to be a trend. You know, there's going to be stuff like this pop up all over the nation. So this is going to be, you know, something that, you know, will be a precedent, and people will act in the same way. So this isn't going to be like, oh, West Virginia, they you know, that's a little lenient. No, there's actually precedent before, you know, this investigation wraps up. Now, if it comes back and it's like super bad, super egregious, then, you know, he probably will get fired. But based on what we see out of Utah, there's officially a precedent for this. And if it comes back that it's, you know, not, if it's in the same realm or a little less, which is what we believe based on the evidence that we see so far, then, you know, Vic Koenning might take a pay cut and be put on probation. And, you know, of course, the pandemic needs to be figured out and all that stuff, and fans. So that's a different video, but I just wanted to share that with you. And also tomorrow on the Voice of Motown, this subject will be discussed as far as what happened with Utah and going forward, and a few other things. So go to the Voice of Motown, 7 o'clock. I might be a little bit early, never late. I will be there. That's all I got for you today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will try to cut breaking news every time I get it. I know this isn't directly West Virginia news, but it's the president, and it could affect West Virginia. Okay, like I said, all I got for you today. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you on my next show.